my door. Hello.
Magic of Firenze. Today's trick is a doozy, and I decided to do forgotten card tricks that we've either forgotten exist or they're so old magicians don't even know they exist at all. And this trick is a trick that might not be new to a lot of magicians out there, but it all depends on the presentation, and the effect goes like this. If you've got a group of people at a table, you tell them that you're going to control their mind by controlling their actions. You tell a spectator to shuffle the pack of cards, then spread them out on the table, then put their finger on the back of the 3 of clubs. This all happens in their hands. Then you tell them to slide out the 3 of clubs face down, and then put their finger, say, on the back of the 5 of diamonds. Now remember, this happens all face down, so it seems even more impossible because you haven't even touched the cards yet. Then you say, they have chosen 2 cards that you've gotten them to choose through mind control, and now you can also control your own mind and choose, for example, the Jack of clubs. Then you put your finger on a card, slide it out, and then pick up the 3 cards. You get them to rename the cards that you chose them to that you told them to select through mind control, and each card matches identically, and it happens all out of your hands, out of your control completely.
Come here. Indeed.
Now, I like to use marked cards for this effect. You don't have to use marked cards. I will teach you both methods, one without marked cards and one with marked cards. I just think that the marked cards have a lot stronger impact because it seems more impossible. It's out of your hands. You don't even touch the cards till the end. Now, I will teach you both methods, and I will give you a little bit of tips and advice. Remember, you can do this as many times as you like, but I try not to do it more than 3 times because, let's face it, it gets boring after a while. So 3 times is the maximum, but sometimes, even sometimes, you don't have to select a card yourself. Sometimes they literally choose the right 2 cards, and I'll explain that to you in the tutorial that's coming up right now. Now, for the original effect, I use marked cards. And if you want to learn how to mark cards, there are many tutorials on YouTube. You can even go to my channel and look for a video called Two-Way Mind Reading, and it will show you on that video how I mark cards and the marking systems that I use for the different bicycle back designs. But let me teach you the non-marked card version, which isn't as strong in my opinion, but I'll teach you anyway just for the sake of being thorough. You get the spectator to shuffle the cards as much as they want. Literally can shuffle as much as they want. Then you do a ribbon spread and you say, look, all the cards are different, right? But you note the top card, okay? You note the top card, it's the 7 of hearts, and then you spread out the cards so that you remember where the 7 of hearts is, which is over here, okay? Now, this isn't as strong, but like I said, let me just teach you. So then you tell them you want them to put their finger, you're going to use mind control to get them to put their finger on the back of the 7 of hearts. Say they put their finger on the back of this card. You say, oh, you sure you want this card? You pick it up, you look at it, and you put it one side. Now you know it's the 3 of hearts. Okay, so we'll put it over here. Now you know it's the 3 of hearts. Then you tell them, you're using the one ahead principle. Now I want the next person to put their finger, I'll use mind control, to put their finger on the back of the 3 of hearts, and say they put their finger on the back of this card. You say, are you sure you want this card? You pick it up, you look, and it's the King of Clubs. You put that card underneath the 3 of hearts. I'll show you why now. Then you say, now I'm going to put my finger on the back of the King of Clubs, and you do this and you pull out the King of Clubs like this. Well, you must call it the King of Clubs because you're doing the one ahead principle, right? And you put that card on top. Then you say, what were the cards? and then they named the cards that they were putting their finger on the back of, and all 3 cards will match. Now that's not quite as strong as the mark card version, and I'll give you another tip with the mark card version when I get into it right now. Now here's the marked card version, which I think is a lot stronger, because you tell the spectator they can shuffle the pack, and when they're done shuffling the pack, they must spread the cards out onto the table. So they spread the cards out onto the table any way they like. You can say spread them wider apart. You can say spread them wider. Get a nice wide spread. Get them to spread it nice and wide. Now, because the cards are marked, I know that this is the 2 of hearts. So I tell them, now, put your finger on the back of the 2 of hearts. I'm going to use mind control to get you to put your finger on the back of the 2 of hearts. Now, I tell them to write it down so that they don't forget the 3 cards. It's that simple. You can do it for the non-mark card version. I do recommend you write down the cards and just tell them it's just so you don't forget. Now, occasionally, very occasionally, because you choose the most exposed card, occasionally they will go directly for that card, in which case you just end the trick right there. Then you turn over the 2 of hearts and you say, wow, 2 of hearts, incredible, I controlled your mind, and then you end the trick right there, and you've performed literally a miracle where you didn't even touch the cards. That looks incredibly strong, and I promise you they'll be buying you drinks all night. Now, however, if they don't put the finger on the back of the 2 of hearts, they put it on another card. You say, okay, slide that card out and put it over there. Just slide it out without looking. Now, I know that that's the 4 of hearts. Then I say, okay, now I want you to put your finger on the back of the 4 of hearts. Now I'm doing the 1 ahead thing. Once again, if they touch the 2 of hearts, which you know is there, then you end the trick there. You got them to select 2 cards without even touching the pack that you told them to, and then they're going to be buying you drinks all week. Okay, but if they don't, say for instance, they touch this card. Now, I know this card is the 5 of clubs. You tell them, slide it out and put it over there on top of the other card without looking at it. And then I say, okay, just so that I can show you that I can also control my own mind, I'm going to select the 5 of clubs. Then you make a big deal about which one you're going to select, and then you go, there, I'll select that one. Now you slide it out and you pick up these 3 cards and say, these 3 cards, and you mix them up while you're doing that. Okay? Now you might want to put them in the right order, and if they're marked, it's very easy to put in the right order. Okay, while you're mixing them around. And you're just casually doing this while you're talking, and you say, okay, we've got 3 cards there, 2 of which I controlled your mind. You shuffled, you spread the cards out, you pulled the cards out. Let's see if I'm right. 2 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 5 of clubs, and then it's an absolute miracle.
Or how shalt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own.
Absolute miracle. And trust me, this effect is old. It's not difficult, but trust me, if you play it off and perform it properly, you will get amazing reactions.
I am very, very powerful. Oh my gosh.